Welcome back, guys. This is Patrick with Maverick Tactical. Remember, we're all about personal protection, tactical gear, and keeping you safe. Today, we want to talk about helmets. We've talked to you before when we did a little comparison with the Extremis versus the Maverick helmet, the budget versus the premium, and we did a little discussion on that. Check out that video. But today, I want to bring you the additional Extremis helmets that we carry and show you a little difference in those and how they stack up with the other Extremis helmet, and then in comparison also to the Maverick helmet. So again, just to review real quick, the Maverick helmet is an affordable helmet. One of the main reasons it's affordable is because it is imported. It's an imported helmet for us. It is a Kevlar helmet. It weighs a little bit more. That's another thing that makes this helmet a budget helmet. This helmet's about 3.2 pounds. It does have a similar arc rail attachment here where you can attach your arc rail items to that, and it does have an aluminum mount on the front for your Wilcox mount, and it will fit. This is not a branded mount, so this is not a Wilcox brand. This is not an OpsCore brand side rail, but it will fit those different option pieces that go on the arc rail or the Wilcox mount on the front. So again, it is an imported item. That's how we can offer it at around a $400 price point. It's a great helmet. It has a decent interior. We talked about it on the other video. I don't want to get too much into that, but I wanted to set that as a reference point. That's what we talk about when we talk about our budget line helmet. And then, we've talked about other things about the positives and negatives, so we won't rehash that, but I do want to get into the other Extremis helmets. So on the Extremis side, we talked about the Athena last time. The Athena is their top of the line helmet. I love Extremis, their brand. They are all made in USA. They are Berry compliant. Berry compliant means all the materials are sourced out of the USA and it's made in the USA. And that's another reason why they're a little bit pricier. They're higher priced. And some of the other helmet brands that you know and are aware of are USA made, they're military grade, and they are more expensive. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about Extremis. Extremis is a great brand out of California. The entry level that we have here that I want to show you today is called the Tomahawk. The Tomahawk helmet is a carbon fiber and polymer material that's in this that comprises this helmet. This helmet's about 2.8 pounds, I believe, with the suspension system that you see here. The suspension system, what separates the Tomahawk as being a more affordable line, and this is about an $800 line helmet, is that the suspension system in it is fairly basic. Basic doesn't necessarily mean bad, it's just a basic system. It's a comfortable, basic setup here that you see. You still have it where you can dial that in. You still have the nice strap here with the buckle and your 4-point adjustment here on your chin strap. And so that's nice. Basically, from the Athena, again, being the top of the line mark, that's where I want to start from. Think of the Athena as the top, the Tomahawk being the lower. The difference is basically in the materials that it's made of. It's slightly different in the composite materials, a less expensive composite material versus the Athena, which is the higher, which makes this a little bit heavier. And then the cut on the helmet. So it is a high cut helmet, but if you compare this cut through the back, it's a little less coverage. So you get a little less coverage on that, but then that helps to lighten it up slightly. So a little different cut than the Athena. So you've got a little different cut, you've got a different rail system. You see the rail system here is not the OpsCore arc rail attachment system, and the front mount is not a Wilcox mount. So those are, sort of makes it more of a budget line in this helmet. So composites are slightly different, the cut's slightly different, a little less coverage, and then the rails and the mount are not the branded mounts. And then your suspension system. So that makes that $800 helmet. That's a great helmet, good price point for a USA helmet. The next one up from that is the Ares. The Ares is about a $1,600 price point. as we're speaking today, which is the end of 2024, beginning of 2025. This is a phenomenal helmet. I love this helmet. It's a nice in-between between the Athena and the Tomahawk. Now, with the Ares, it's very, very similar to the Athena. The Athena has the same mold and same cut, so you're getting the same cut and mold as the Athena. Love that look across the top there. The suspension system is identical to the Athena. The suspension system is nice. It also comes with added material where you can add on inside here for whatever size head you might have. The large, extra large seems to fit most everybody we've tried this with. If you're a smaller head, they give you additional padding that goes in here that will make it fit your head. So it's really nice. So suspension system, the same as the Athena. The cut of the helmet is identical, so you've got the same protection as the Athena. You also have the OpsCore branded arc rails on both sides. And then you also have the Wilcox mount on the front. Now, to me, what makes this helmet just really phenomenal is the weight. This, configured as it is, I believe is around 2.1 pounds. This is crazy lightweight. For somebody that wants something that's just a really lightweight factor, you can see this is a beautiful carbon fiber and the polymer system. What makes this 2.1 pounds is they've taken the Athena and they've lightened it up a little bit. They've taken some layers out of the materials to make it a little bit lighter. And so ballistically, on the ballistic line of it, with the Athena, the upper line is going to be up to 44 Magnum. That's your NIJ 3A is going to be the Athena. And that's going to carry up to 357 Magnum, 44 9mm. That's a genuine 3A helmet. This particular helmet is good for 9mm. It's a phenomenal. When you look at the numbers that come back from testing on this, it's really phenomenal with 9mm. The average on this is like probably 6mm. I think the worst back face deformation on this helmet with 9mm was the maximum was like 12mm back face deformation, which is phenomenal. That's like a ½ an inch. And in some cases, some of the shots, and we have all that information, but some of the shots on this came in at back face deformation at 2mm. I mean, very, very minimal, guys, on this, and lightweight. So same construction as the Athena, but less of it, which makes it a lighter helmet. So it's basically a sister of the Athena, just a little less material, and so ballistically a little less. So those are sort of some of the different ones. The Tomahawk coming in at around the 800 price point. The Ares coming in at around $1,500–$1,600 price point. 2.8 pounds, 2.1 pounds. And then the Athena, their top of the line, comes in at about 2.73 pounds, all the way up to 3A, and it's a $1,900 helmet. So those are some different price points and things of the Extremis helmets. Great helmets, guys. Go online, check us out, and find those there. If you have any questions or comments, remember to comment down below. Tell us what helmet you run. These are, if you look at the comparison of these versus a lot of the name brands out there that you are aware of and that you know, you're going to be very impressed with how these helmets perform in comparison to those top brands that you've heard of a lot. So comment down below, tell us what you wear, tell some things you might like or dislike about these, and we'll look forward to hearing from you and talk to you soon, guys.